Hi everybody, this is Katie. Welcome to episode 15 of the Creating Christmas Island series. Today we are going to be working on part 2 of the toy workshop that we started a week ago. I'm really excited that the toys are available now starting December 1st in the store, but I was very generously able to catalog all of the toys from one of you wonderful viewers. So thank you so much for all the support on the channel. And this particular episode is definitely enhanced by the help from you guys. As we're working into this space here, you'll notice it's very different than most of the areas that we've been doing on the island so far. I really wanted the space to divide up so that it had different areas, like different themes, and I also wanted it to look both orderly and also very full and dynamic. And so the combination meant that I needed to rotate and change a little bit of what I was doing. So here in this bottom area, I've decided to create 3 unique spaces. All the way on the right is a little bit of a handy area where I put down the workbench that I'm using several times. In this far left corner, I'm putting down a sewing station. So I'm using the dolls and the mom's plushies here on the desk behind it because I wanted it to look as if they were creating those toys, and then the middle will be a wrapping area I do later. Up here in the main station, I'm doing horizontal tables on the right side, and then I change it to vertical tables on the left side, and I do that again because I want it to look structured and orderly, but I also want it to be full. I want it to look like there's so much going on here, that they are bursting at the seams with toys, that there's just more than they could possibly fit in the area. And so to do that meant changing the way that I structured the area. I've got several toys in my pocket and different items that I'm using, and so I have to stop quite a bit in this video and run all the way back home, pick up the next set of toys and tools and items, and then run back up to the area. There are so many items in this particular build, but I love the way that these toys were designed. Nintendo did such a good job creating things that looked fun and interesting, but also have really good interactions. Most of the toys, you can click on them and they do the cutest things. And I love that their color choices even that they made. I'm so excited that they're finally available to us, and they are exactly what I needed for this workshop. I think, as you can tell, it's just perfect. It's just ideal for the space that I'm using. So I like the way that it starts coming together. The helicopter is actually pretty big. It won't fit on top of one of these tables. So I went ahead and put it on the ground, as well as the bikes and different things. And then over here on this side, I was telling you I switched so that I go the other direction. And again, I did that because I felt like it made the space feel busier. Still structured, but like there was a lot going on. I know those two things seem like they're really opposite, but that is the vision that I have of a Santa's toy workshop in the North Pole, that there would be so much structure and order and everything would happen, but nonetheless this beautiful, joyful chaos of Christmas toys. And so that's what I was trying to portray. And so one of the things that I do is drop toys kind of right in the middle. So you can see here as I'm putting the little dogs down, I start just putting them in a row right in the walkway, right? Just as if it's overflowing. And I used 3 different types of stools to put the garden gnomes on. Again, the garden gnomes are pretending to be elves in our little world, but I really like the way that they sit up, right? If you put them up, if you prop them up on a stool or something so they're a little taller, they're actually really cute that way. Here in this bottom space with the wrapping station, man, do I move things around a lot. And I start getting over here with this package. I want it down in a very specific spot, and it just won't go where I want it to go. And so we do that shuffle game, right? That all of us are probably familiar with. More than any other area, this build felt as if I was putting together a jigsaw puzzle. All the little nooks and crannies kind of shoved carefully but orderly and kind of with some chaos to them into this very particular spot. It did. It felt like pieces of a puzzle that I was putting down. I go ahead and put these tents down right in the middle because I'm trying to make it look a little off balance. I don't want it to be too symmetrical, and they did a really good job of that. But the blue tent ends up being right where I like to stand so that I can tilt and look up. So I do take it out before I do the final tour. That's very specifically because that's where I stand when I'm looking at the area. But at the moment, just kind of walking through and doing a little bit of that final kind of nudging things. You can see here I'm battling the presents that I'm putting down again. It's a great DIY, by the way. I really love these wrapped packages, and it has beautiful customization patterns to it. So I was really excited when I was able to get some of these packages. But in general, I'm just shuffling things around at this point. Little bits here and there until I'm happy. I really like the way that the workbenches were both useful and also fit into the theme. Let's take a look at the final build. So again, over here on the right is the handyman station. In the middle, here's the wrapping station. I left the path in the middle empty so that I could walk in and look. And then on the far left is the sewing station. And then into the main area with all the toys, there's a little path so you can kind of jog back and look better at what's going on both sides. Again, with everything kind of going different directions. But in the end, the real build comes together when you stand in this one really good spot in the middle where you can see all the toys, and you tilt up and you get that illusion that there is a lot more going on here in the North Pole. I hope you guys found something useful here and that you continue creating in this game. Until next time, have the best Animal Crossing day.